Sitting around like this, collecting a lot of dust, it can cause a lot of problems to these old two-stroke motorcycles. Hello guys, Bratty Biker here. Hope you're all doing well. I hope the lockdown is treating you well. I just wanted to share you some really useful information that will help in keeping our two-stroke motorcycles in great shape, ready to roll and ready to roar as soon as the lockdown is over. So here we go. Since our motorcycle has to sit like this for a long period of time, make sure that it is sitting in the center stand instead of the side stand. There are a lot of reasons as on why this is a good thing. First of all, imagine if your vehicle is on the side stand for a long period of time, and this is your gearbox and this is your petrol tank. Let's take the gearbox. This is your gearbox. So this is the side stand. If you're using the side stand, your gearbox is going to tilt like this and be like this for a long time. So what happens is that the oil inside the gearbox is going to come into this side and it's going to rest there. When you want to ride the motorcycle in an emergency, what you do is you tilt it back up and you just start and you ride away. The problem here is that since the oil has dripped down here, when you tilt it upwards, the oil needs a lot of time to get back and lubricate all the gears that are present. So even before the oil is able to reach all the places, you had to ride it, which means that the parts that are in this side of the gearbox will face a lot of wear and tear since the oil has dripped down to this side and it has not yet reached this side. That's the first reason, and that's probably the greatest reason why you need to keep the motorcycle in the center stand. The second reason is that you need overall weight of the motorcycle to sit on the center of the frame so that the frame will not get affected. Because if you can see here, I'll show you. This is the side stand, and if you can see, this is a double cradle setup, but the side stand is on the left side cradle of the motorcycle, and so yeah, the right side does not have a side stand obviously. So if you're keeping like this, there is excess pressure here for a long period of time, while this does not have such pressure. So there are a chance that this place can start to get deformed when you take the motorcycle out after a long time. But if you have the motorcycle on the center stand, as you can see, the entire weight is balanced since the motorcycle is straight. That means the load is equally distributed between the cradles. So it is a great thing for the frame. And for the petrol tank, the same thing for the gearbox, except you develop a totally different issue here. So this is your petrol tank. If this is your side stand, if you have your motorcycle on the side stand, your petrol tank will be like this. So what happens is that petrol inside of the tank, it will go and sit in this side. So this side of the tank will be dry, and if your tank cap, the rubber o-ring has failed, it will allow moisture into the tank, and this place of the petrol tank which is dry without the petrol or oil, it will start to get rusted very soon. So when you tilt like this, when you want to take the motorcycle out, the pure petrol will now hit the rust, and the rust will fall into the petrol, and yeah, it causes a whole lot of problems. Starting will be very difficult, mileage will go lower, it won't perform as well, your carburetor will get clogged, your filter will definitely get clogged. So that's the problem. So make sure that you keep your motorcycle on the center stand. If you are living in a city like me, it is almost guaranteed that your motorcycle will get really dusty pretty quickly. So make sure that you have a microfiber towel and make sure to clean the motorcycle once every 3 days. Please do not use water to clean the motorcycle. Due to the sheer age of the motorcycle, there are high chances that it will start to get rusting very quickly. I'll show you a small example. My motorcycle is 22 years old at this point. If you can see here in the tank, there is a small chip of paint right here. So if I use water to clean this tank surface, the water will get inside and get trapped here, and it will start to rust instantly. You do not want that to happen, so please do not use water. I also recommend using a complete motorcycle cover to cover up the motorcycle and preserve it so that you can avoid dust and also moisture. Moisture plays a very important role in the process of rusting, so keeping moisture away from the motorcycle is a great thing. I think we are all very familiar with our carburetors leaking like crazy. This is caused due to the float getting stuck. To avoid this problem, make sure that you keep the fuel switch off so that excess fuel will not be dumped into the carburetor and the float will not get stuck. Please switch on the fuel switch only if you are going to run the engine, and please switch it off as soon as you turn off the engine. This will help in keeping your carburetor good and neat without any leakage. You might wonder, what is this big hole here and what happened to the oil tank? Well, I removed the oil tank, I removed the pipe, I removed the oil pump, and I have sealed the pipe that goes from the oil pump to the carburetor feeding oil to the engine. I have made a video on how to remove the oil pump and how to seal this pipe. That video will be coming really soon. Another major thing of our old two-stroke motorcycles are the very brittle electrical system. So you need to make sure that these are in good working order in this lockdown period. So what you can do is you can just keep a check if the indicators are working. As you can see, my right indicator is working well, and let's check the left indicator, and my left indicator is working well. Yep. Now let's check the brake. I'm tapping the brake and the brake light is working well, and you can expect the horn to sound a little bit like this, very meek. This is due to the battery not getting charged for a long time, but don't worry about it. So yep, that's about the electricals which you need to keep a keen eye on. Do this electrical checkup once every week so that you can be sure that everything is in working order. The clutch is something a lot of people overlook when they are keeping their motorcycles in hibernation for a long time. The clutch plates can stick together and the action can get a lot harder if you don't use it for a long time. So whenever you're cleaning the motorcycle, just keep pressing it like this so that it will ensure smooth operation and the clutch plates will not stick and cause problems. Another major factor which you must not overlook before you start and warm the engine up is the working order of the throttle cable, and the slide that's present inside the carburetor, which is controlled by the throttle input. So coming to the throttle, before you start the engine up, you open it up completely, so wide open throttle, and close it out. So when you're doing this, feel for any imperfections or any sorts of lack of smoothness. Your throttle must be smooth. Another very important thing is do a wide open throttle and leave the throttle. It should come back to the idle position, to a normal position really quickly without any problems or any jamming in between. This is like a spring action. So let me demonstrate. 3, 2, 1. As you can see, it's working really well. How this happens, I'll show you now. So you need to make sure that the throttle cable is in working order, and the throttle cable, one is going to go to the oil pump, which is not present here, one is going to go to the carburetor to control the throttle or the engine speed, of course. So there is a small slide here that's going to slide up and down. When you're going to open the throttle, it's going to slide up. When you're closing the throttle, it's going to slide down. So the sliding of up and down should be smooth. If you have any dust or dirt on the side of the carburetor, it can interfere with the slide and cause the slide not being able to properly slide smoothly. This will cause the throttle to get jammed. So when you're opening the throttle and leaving, it might get jammed like this. This will mean that the engine cannot come back to the idle RPM quickly, or it might even be stuck in a certain high RPM, and it is not a great thing because your engine is going to scream its nuts out, going to piss off a lot of engineers, going to be spitting out a lot of blue smoke, and it's going to get hot pretty quickly. All you can do is you have to switch off the motorcycle. So make sure that the slide is working well, make sure that your throttle is getting back to its original position without any problems, make sure it is smooth. Now let's talk about the real deal, the engine, and the effects that it has to endure during this lockdown period. When you have the two-stroke engine sitting around like this for a long time, and I hope you're aware that lubrication is done through the means of mixing oil with the petrol, or in this case mixing oil with the fresh charge that is going into the crankcase and getting pumped into the engine, the combustion chamber. So what happens is that this oil is going to lubricate the crankcase, is going to lubricate the crank bearings, the crankshaft itself, the connecting rod bearings, the piston sidewalls, the rings, and the cylinder sidewalls. So if you're not using the motorcycle, if you're not cranking the motorcycle, what happens is that the oil that is already present on the cylinder sidewalls, the piston sidewalls, the crank bearings, and the connecting rod bearings, it is going to slowly drip down, and the area, the crucial parts like these which needs oil, will start to become quite dry. This is a very dangerous thing if you want to start the motorcycle and rev it randomly. Do not do that. Instead, I'll show you the better way of doing it. Imagine that this engine is cold. This engine is actually cold. So imagine that this engine is cold, sitting around for a long time. So what do you do, and how can you avoid a seizure? So here we go. Make sure that your engine is in off position. Make sure that your carburetor is switched on, and then give her about 1, 2, 3 cranks. This will help in inducing freshly charged air, petrol, and oil into the crankcase and into the cylinder, onto the piston sidewalls, the bearings, and everything. Now you can start the motorcycle up. So switch on the ignition. So you'll start properly. Another main factor is your chain and the smooth operation of the chain. So whenever you're cleaning the back rims and spokes, make sure you rotate the wheel to clean it. So on center stand, of course, your rear side is going to be up. So you keep your cloth like this and rotate it to clean it. Rotate it backwards as well. So this will make sure that the chain doesn't get stuck and the chain keeps moving around once every 2 or 3 days, which will mean that the motorcycle will be ready to ride once the lockdown is over. Another thing which you can do is you can open up this cap and you can lubricate the chain right before you go out to ride the motorcycle after the lockdown ends. This will ensure the smooth operation of the chain. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you find this useful. Please do leave a like below if you like this video, and do comment your suggestions or video requests. I'll definitely try to put the effort and make it for you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Keep the blue smoke alive. Bratty Biker signing off.